Oh, I can't get it. Oh, hang on. Okay, good evening.
Beg your pardon?
Fair fire, honest sonsy face, great chieftain of the pudding race, abundant all you take your place, pinch tripe of firm, Ouija wordy o'er grace, all langs of me arm, the grown tenture that ye fill, ye hurdles like a distant hill, ye pin the wad and mend a mill, ye time o' need, while all your pores the devils is still like amber bead. His knife see a rustic labour delight, and cut you up with ready a light, trenching your gushing entrails bright, like honey dich, and then, oh what a glorious sight, warm, reeking, rich. Good evening, everybody.
Oh, what a glorious sight.
You give Foxx the buttons one night and he gets the languages all mixed up.
He goes all Gaelic on us.
Well, welcome. Happy Burns Night to all you guys from north of the border.
Yeah, the Scottish part of me was all patriotic and warm then.
Yes, tonight's eModels show will be Scottish themed. So we're talking in Scottish accents, bad Scottish accents, and telling Scottish jokes.
I think we should just talk in Scottish accents all night. What do you think?
I
know one Scottish phrase and one Scottish phrase only.
You can't remember Glasgow to Edinburgh
I'm aware of in Scottish land is it's a brabrich moonlich nicht to nicht, you can.
Yes, and later on, Foxx will be donning a kilt and playing the bagpipes.
I'm just impressed, Ted, that in your little sounds, then you went from like solid Glasgow to like delicate Edinburgh in one sentence.
Well, that's it.
You went,
Yeah, I was doing the rounds from the Highlands to the Lowlands and through the hills and
valleys. I'll take the high road if you take the low road.
Yes. So good evening, everybody. Welcome to eModels, emodels.co.uk. Unfortunately, you'll see Colin's missing tonight. Colin wasn't able to get along because of things. So, he might be sat watching in the background with his feet up and having a night off. But, yeah. So
take care, brother. Oh, I locked my microphone. Yeah, take care, bro.
So there's just Ted, Chris, Foxx and I tonight. That's all.
I've got to adjust my microphone now. Oh.
Yeah, and Foxx is in charge of the buttons tonight. So if
hang on, I'm sagging. Hang on.
Yeah.
You put him in charge, and all he does
my microphone's kind of drooping like slowly.
That's just well because we can see the corner of it on the screen now. So you know.
Can you? There. Oh yeah. There you
go. Yeah. So Foxx has the buttons. So if anything goes wrong, please write to him. Care of Points of View, BBC TV, London Television Centre, SQ1T. Is that
SQ1T? No.
SQ1. Do you mean W128QT?
What was the postcode for Television Centre?
W128QT.
I've got no buttons. I'm not pressing buttons at all. It's all not my fault. So if you do happen to have the seizure because of Foxx doing things,
I'm actually doing it now because I've forgotten which one to get back to the original. There we go. No, that's not it. Hang on, I've broken everything now. There we go.
Yeah, you can remember, Foxx. You just drag them people around. You can
just click and drag.
Like click and drag. Yes. So that's it. So yes. So there's just the three of us. But don't worry. We still do have Death of the Week because Chris is going to do it. He's volunteered for it, and it's my what's in store. And you probably start guessing now because it's that easy.
Yeah. When you say I volunteered, you mean I was volunteered?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah. So yes. So anyway, without further ado, we'll now go over to the man with the buttons, and we're
all doomed.
Yeah, we'll go for the man with the buttons. Hopefully, where we'll have terms and conditions. Well, I have a breeze through chat and see what everybody's been saying. Over to Foxx.
What the gift he gives to see ourselves as others see us. Yes, happy Robbie Burns night. Yes, now, as Ted mentions, his what's in store tonight is stupidly easy, so much so that when we were having a conversation in Skype earlier on with James Mate from eModels, Ted simply said, I bet you can guess what my theme is tonight before I've even picked the items. And I said whatever it was, and he went, that's absolutely right. So I guessed before we even saw what he picked.
You nearly said it then, didn't you?
and I had to stop myself saying the word that I was about to say. So it's that easy that I guessed it before we even know what Ted had chosen. But yes, welcome to the eModels Monday show. I've got the buttons. We're all going to die. But other than that, It is a Monday night show. It's the usual nonsense. We're going to sit around and have a good laugh for the next hour and a half or so. Don't forget, of course, if you're watching this, this is really just your show. It's a chance for you guys to hang out and have a good time in the live chat, which is just there somewhere. If you're watching this and you can't see the live chat, if you can't see it somewhere, then you need to make sure you're watching on the YouTubes, not embedded in Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else. So just click the YouTube icon that's down there in the bottom right-hand corner somewhere, and that will take you to the YouTube page where you can join the live chat. And you should do, because it's awesome. Are we doing a mug giveaway tonight? I can't remember.
I have no memory of doing it last
no,
week.
no, we're not, because there's a thing.
Oh yeah, okay, yes, that's right. So yes, so you do want to join the live chat just because it's good fun, and it's all about us guys hanging out with you guys. So do come and join the live chat. As always, it's an eModel show and it's family friendly, so please don't do the swearings, and please don't discuss other retailers in the chat. But do have a good time, keep it clean, and I've forgotten all the rest of my terms and conditions. Oh yes, if you are joining in the live chat, the whole point of being in there is to ask us questions about anything. Doesn't have to be about model making. We don't know anything about model making, let's be honest. And we very rarely talk about it. So feel free to ask us about anything you want. Could be anything, not religion, not politics, but anything else. If you want to get our attention, we all have the chat in front of us, but we're all really old. So make sure you put your... Yep, get ready, Ted. Make sure you put your comments in big fat capital letters or...
Bold.
Hello. Yes, bold. Put them in big fat capital letters, or bold as Ted calls them, so we have a chance to see the chat, your comments standing out. Or if you want to, you can put a super chat through, which is the little dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. That just puts it in a colour box, and there's no way we can miss your comment then. So that's the option for you if you want to do that. But do ask us questions and give us comments. We'll do our best to keep in touch with you all throughout the chat. But without further ado, I'm going to randomly throw it over to Chris. I've got the buttons now.
Death of the week.
Chris, there's been a problem with Chris.exe.
Is he frozen?
Sit here long enough, you'll think I'm frozen and he won't make me do anything.
Apart from the blinking and the talking.
Yeah, the blinking of the eyes gave it away. Yes. Yes, we'll now go over to Chris, who will this week be presenting Death of the Week.
I've got control of the buttons. I'm so good. I'm so good at this.
I found a website that gives me not only deaths of the week, but births of the week and things that happened on this day in history.
Ooh.
So I shall start off with a couple of things that happened on this day in history. There's not as catchy as Festus Factoids, I'm aware, but, you know, we're working on it. So I shall randomly scroll down the page and find a date and then read a thing from that date. For instance, in 1565, on this day, the battle at Saikodo, India, Deccan Sultanate destroyed Vijayanagar's army and the last Hindu kingdom of southern India.
Hang on, was that just like a collection of random words, one after the other, or was it actually a sentence? Go back and do it again.
Yeah, I see the lack of Colin. With Colin not being here, the lack of pronunciation. It's ideal, isn't it? It's wonderful.
It gets there.
It's ideal.
Also in 1840, on this day, the American naval expedition under Charles Wilkes is first to identify Antarctica as a new continent.
Mm.
So happy birthday to Antarctica.
Yeah, happy birthday Antarctica and Antarctica.
And a third one, why not? Let's have a look. The 2011, the Egyptian Revolution of 2011 begins with a series of street demonstrations, rallies, acts of civil disobedience, labour strikes and violent clashes in Cairo, Alexandria and other major cities.
So Newcastle on a Friday night.
Pretty much, yeah. Would you like a birth or a death next?
I think we'll do hatching first. Hatch,
match and dispatch. So we haven't got match, so we'll do hatch first.
You can tell by the way it's doing birth of the week because I haven't got any words across the bottom that say birth of the week because I'm not in charge today.
Yes, well, I did ask Chris to send me the captions so I can include.
Now you could have improvised and
send them to me.
Yeah, you could have used a Sharpie and a piece of paper. You could have improvised. Think about it, Chris. Yeah.
I could have, but I gave Foxx plenty of time to put his own thing up, but he didn't want to.
He said he was going to send it to me.
Anyway, I shall pick one. I shall pick the one who was born on this day in 749. It was Leo IV, the Khazar Byzantine emperor. He was born in Constantinople in 780.
Not Istanbul, but Constantinople.
Oh, he died in 780. He was born in 749 because we're doing births. That's what.
Ted gets that reference, don't you, Ted?
And in memory of Colin, I shall find one that I can't read. We have born this day. In 1688, we have Juraj Janozic, the Slovak highwayman, born in Turchova, Slovakia.
Was there only ever one Slovak highwayman then? If he's the
He was obviously known as
Obviously,
you know.
obviously notable if there's only one of them. Yeah.
was there like
Yeah,
another one in the background going, "Hey, I'm here as well," you know? Give me some
Hang
credit.
about, I've got one that would suit Colin down to the ground. This one in 1736 on this day, Joseph Louis Loranghi, Italian mathematician and astronomer, number theory, celestial mechanics, was born in Turin, Italy.
Was that mathematician with 2 M's?
Mathematician with 2 M's, 1 N, 3 A's,
and a B,
a couple of E's, 1 A, 1 E,
and the rest of the
2
alphabet.
I's, a T, and yeah, lots of other letters as well.
Would that be by any chance Lagrange that ended up giving his name to the Lagrange point in orbital mechanics?
I would assume so, being that he was a mathematician and an astronomer. And it was in 1736 that he was born, so a while back, yeah.
Yeah.
And for deaths, we have some deaths. Let's have a look. Who should we go for? Should we go for?
Well, probably dead people would be a start.
The first one known on here is in 1573. We have Hirohide. Right. Japanese samurai. He died at the Battle of Mitigahara. So I don't know. High rate is probably not. It's Hirate or I don't know.
How's it spelled? Hirate.
Yes.
Hirate, probably. Hirate. Well, actually, that would be his surname. So his first name with the second. What was the other name?
Hirohide.
So it's probably Hirohide. So it's Hirate Hirohide, probably something like that.
That's what it says on here, something like that. But yeah,
in a Japanese
he died a long time ago, so he won't complain. It's fine. The next one is in 1586. We have Lucas Cranach the Younger, the German painter. He died at the age of 70.
The Younger? Oh, right.
The Younger, yeah. His dad died not in this day, though, so it doesn't list him there. But let's go down to a more recent one, shall we? We'll have a more recent one, some that somebody might remember. In 1969, Irene Castle, the English dancer, died.
I remember that. Yeah,
I was going to say, Ted, remember that?
Yeah, she did fame. Yeah, she did fame, didn't she?
I don't know.
Fame in 1969.
Not in 1969. She didn't.
Oh,
that was Irene, someone else.
No, that was Irene Cara.
And she wasn't a dancer; she was a singer.
Yeah, 20 years before. 20 years before it came out, she did it after she died.
Yeah, we have in 1987. Oh, this is a good one. Emil.
You can't say that about death.
Emil Hlobil, Hlobil. The Czech composer, died at 85.
Oh, this is a good one.
Probably a silent H, and it's probably Hlobil.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with Czech pronunciations.
There seems to be a lot more dying now than there were like hundreds and hundreds of years ago. I don't know why that would be, but
probably hundreds of years ago there was just less people.
I just nip back through and see if there's any in there that I actually recognise the name of, and there isn't. No.
There's Clive from the pub. I know him.
No, we've got lots of them. There's let's go down further than that. Gene Corrigan.
Oh, hang on, we're still doing this. Hang on.
Mesulem Rekis, Florence Noel Bassett.
I know that
John
name,
Morris.
Florence Noel Bassett. Why do I know that name? Is she
these are all a couple of years ago, so I don't know.
Is she an astronomer or scientist?
Who did you say you knew the sound of?
Florence Noel Bassett. I know that name.
She was an American furniture designer.
No, I don't know her in that case.
So probably not. She did live to be 101. So
yeah,
you're thinking of the wine gums. Yep, that's
no,
not a wine gum woman. No,
I'm not a big wine gum man.
And that was all of your deaths, births, and interesting things of the week. Not only the week, of the day.
So there you go. So that is that done.
That was well done, that Chris. I think we probably by next week we'll be ready for Colin to come back.
I think I didn't want to overshine Colin, so you'd like to
it was good.
Find my own level and sink below it gradually.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, always start at the bottom and you can work up. You can never go below it. But no,
we'll go further down. Yeah.
We need to set ourselves the lowest possible standards and then fail to achieve them.
Yes, so that's it. We've done everything now. So
thanks for watching.
We'll hang about for an hour until 45 45 minutes till sort of what's in store. Wait, well,
Now,
hand over. Yeah.
I do have to say very quickly that I've got nowhere to put this cup. That was not planned. That was poorly planned.
We don't care about that too much.
I do have to say very quickly, if I can find the button. That's not the button. This is not. I can't do this seamlessly like Chris. Oh, I need to build that down. Yes, I need to say very quickly, as you've noticed in previous shows where we've been doing this, since we've been using the setup we've got, I tend to fall out every now and then, if you pardon the expression, which seems to be an issue with StreamYard. I don't know why. We can't figure out why, but it does seem to happen that I tend to fall out of the stream and I come straight back. However, I'm hosting it tonight, so if I fall out tonight, it'll take me back to the login screen, which is all you guys will see. So if it suddenly goes back to ping and I've got to come back into, don't panic. I've just got to press a button to come back in again, but you just get to see it because I'm hosting it. You'll just get to see it from my point of view. So if everything goes white and there's a little button saying join the studio, don't panic. I've just got to press it.
And don't make a note of his password when he types it in. So yes.
Yeah. It's battery horse correct staple, but don't write it down. But yes, so it might happen. The stream's not going to fall over. It just means I've got to press a button to go back in. I'll probably say a swear word and forget the microphone's live. So, yeah, but I just thought I'd better let you know.
Yeah, and it's super complicated this week because we've all got the buttons. And
Technically.
Yeah, Fox can press a button and we might just unpress it. So we can do that, you see.
I pressed the wrong one then. Oh.
Yeah, it's me full screen. Yes. So yeah.
Dear.
Yeah. So we should put a warning at the start of the show. Shouldn't we? That this show may contain flashing images.
No flashing. No flashing tonight. No.
This show just contains idiots. Let's just be honest.
So we will do Billy and Bench as usual. And being Burns night tonight, I have had haggis for tea. Haggis for tea with tatties and neeps, and a wee dram of Scottish gravy.
I think we should all read the comments out in a Scots accent tonight.
I think that would upset a lot of the Scotch people.
Well, if you call them Scotch, that would also upset them a lot as well. But that's
Scotch. That's a drink.
Yes, it's not there.
Yes, Donald Mackenzie has us guys on a new tablet instead of his phone this week. So we'll be really big.
See, now there's a name that needs to be in a Scottish accent. Hey, it's me, Donald Mackenzie. How you doing, lads?
Are you guys on a tablet instead of my phone this week? Also,
did you say tablet or toilet?
Yeah.
I have.
Spruglu says Chris usually pushes the button to make you drop out, Fox. What you mean like that one?
Oh,
yeah, that's it. We can get rid of Fox at any time.
Oh, I did myself then.
Yeah. I won't try it because people might not be.
No, if Ted presses a button, it'll be the shut the internet down button. So that wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes, hello. I haven't even been looking at chat, to be honest. Let's have a look at chat. So yes, bench and belly. What's on your belly? No. What's in your bench? No. What's on your bench? Oh dear Lord. What's on your bench? What are you working on? It doesn't have to be a model kit, but we're a model making show, so it better be a model kit. What are you working on, if anything, and what's in your belly? What have you had, or what are you going to have for your dinner? And don't forget to ask us many questions about many things, because we need things to talk about.
Dave Corbold says, warning, this show may contain nuts. May.
It always does.
Yeah.
All of the nuts.
E.T. Idaho says, Billy, spaghetti with Italian sausage in homemade Mariana bread bench.
What? Homemade Mariani bench? What?
Punctuation, people. Billy, spaghetti with Italian sausage in homemade Mariana. Bench, 1/100 GM ground type.
I'm completely lost as to where you are in chat.
I'm quite near the bottom. That was the first belly and bench that I saw.
Yeah, Lord High Bobbin says buttons are not toys.
That's where I am.
No, they are. They really are.
Yeah. Kilchi says musical squares. Yeah, it's a bit like that show with, was it Bob Bunkhouse?
Squares, I think, was it?
Celebrity Squares. Was it Bob Bunkhouse that hosted that?
I don't think so.
I think so.
Bob Obsequious Monkhouse.
People in chat will tell us who hosted Celebrity Squares. I looking at the chat.
Yes. Oh, by the way, folks, do apologise. We do apologise in advance, by the way, if we miss some of your comments. YouTube's been having a problem with comments and live chats lately. You may have noticed if you've been watching people's streams over the last few days. I was watching a stream today, and my chat was like 10 minutes behind, and I couldn't get the latest comments. So if we have any problems, we might miss some comments because we might not see all the comments. YouTube does seem to be having a bit of an issue over the last couple of days, so do bear with us. If we don't answer your question, if you put it in capitals, just give it 5 minutes and ask the question again. But it might be that we're missing some chat because it seems to be buffed.
Often the chat moves fast enough, too fast for us to read anyway. So we
never have a chance to read every comment that's posted anyway. But most of the time it's fine. You lot are all talking amongst yourselves rather than talking to us anyway. We're just here and, you know.
Wee little Donald Mackenzie says, Belly, haggis, neeps and tatties with a dram of Glenmorangie. Bench the little Revell tie interceptor.
Oh,
Hey, have a wee dram.
With a name like Donald Mackenzie, you've got to have haggis. Neeps and taddies.
Paul Lyons says, Belly 15-inch meat feast pizza. Bench Tamiya 135th Universal Brand Carrier being painted.
Oh, I got one. About that. Yeah, look, I got one. It's lovely, isn't it?
Hang on, let me find a button for Ted because that was too slow.
You put it away now. You're too slow. You've got to be quicker on the buttons than that.
I don't know which button is which. I don't know. Yeah.
Are you looking for that one?
No, I was. One. Yeah, no, not that one. That one. I don't understand.
Spruglu says buttons are chocolates. What? Oh, the button. Yes, buttons are chocolates. Oh, so buttons.
You can get giant buttons now.
Great. I know.
Great, yeah. But buttons, not ordinary buttons, but big ones.
Yeah.
You can get the mixed ones as well. You get white ones in there as well. White ones.
I like big buttons, and I cannot lie. Some other brothers will deny. Graham M says, belly beef. Hang on. I'll read that again. Beef rendang with noodles. Beautiful Malaysian curry. That sounds really nice. Bench is being tidied up.
Oh, that sounds
Killer Chief 187 has belly jacket potato with beans and cheese. Bench now.
Edward Leonard says spaghetti and meatballs, and bench jellyfish. Yes, he's got himself some squishies. He's got some squishies in. That's a squishy look.
To just do that.
He's got a little tank with like 3 jellyfish in it, and they're quite cool. I can't read all the names out because one of them's a bit rude.
I quite like that. It reminds me of a joke. What's that? Do you know what that is?
Is it not? What's that? It is a
I don't know what it is either, but there goes another one.
Oh dear. Andy B67 says Bob Monkhouse.
I think Chris just made that exact joke, Ted.
Yeah, but not only does he not listen, he doesn't watch either. Because
that's another thing about chat as well. As well as missing your chat, we'll often read the same chat twice.
Well, they've gone up a mirror.
Jellyfish.
Donald Mackenzie is complaining about the accent you used. He says, my family from the Highlands, so my accent is far softer than that.
Oh, it'll be more like that. Oh, I do apologise. Right, what was this? Where's this coming? Where's his bench and belly?
Oh, I don't know. It was a little while ago.
Oh, well.
Killer Chief says monkey house. Yeah, I think it probably means monk house. So back to Celebrity Squares. Above that, Angus Allett says Lego Harley Davidson in progress. Belly coffee for breakfast.
Yeah.
And above that, even William Rayborn says bench. Same thing I've been working on all week. Lunch was leftover cheeseburger from last night. How could you have leftover cheeseburger?
I don't understand how that is even possible.
You just eat cheeseburger. You can't leave any.
They're not big enough to have any left over, are they?
I don't understand how you can
beef burgers, cheeseburgers. They're a one-shot meal.
Hey, how are the new? Donald Mackenzie says belly, haggis, neeps and tatties with a dram of Glenmorangie. Bench, what's he say? The little Revell tie interceptor. A little dram of Glenmorangie. That's even worse, isn't it? I do apologise. My dad was from Glasgow. He will be violently spinning in his grave if he had one.
I thought we had Mrs. Doubtfire in for a second there.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I think this Scottish themed eModels night might be a bad idea in the end.
Whose idea was it?
How?
That joke would have been funnier if I hadn't gone like that first. Oh, dear Lord. Apple McNichol says a repulsor from Games Workshop, which is a crap build but damaged, so awaiting a tech marine in wolf colours and belly, chili and fried rice. Stephen Hilaris says bench 1/6 scale Vickers machine gun. I like the sound of that. Belly Irish Mist. Oh yes.
Don't know what that is.
Irish Mist. That'll be a whiskey of some sort then.
I would assume, but I don't know. Is it?
Russell Williamson just says Lenny Bennett. I don't quite know why.
Yeah, Lenny Bennett could have presented.
That's true. That's true. Yes, I just remembered now. He was.
That must have been before my time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you won't remember Bob Monkhouse and Bernie the Bull.
I remember Bob Monkhouse. I'm not that young, but I don't know Lenny Bennett.
Yeah,
I remember Lenny Bennett the name. I don't remember
the Golden Shot.
No, we're too young for the Golden Shot, Ted. That's black and white days. That is.
Bernie the Bolt up a bit.
Wasn't that Huey Green, the Golden Shot?
No, that was Bob Monkhouse.
No, Bob Monkhouse wasn't Huey Green.
No,
is that not the thing that Jasper Carrot does more recently?
What, Jasper Carrot's still alive?
Golden something.
Golden Balls.
Is that Golden Balls? Oh, okay.
No, isn't that one of those programs on one of the rubbish channels though?
Yeah, Huey Green did Opportunity Knocks.
I'm sure he did. Didn't he do the one with the 3 doors as well? The what's behind door number? Which one do you want? Didn't we have a version of that?
Oh, what was that? Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Lee Barrett says
It's that maths puzzle, isn't it? If you know which door to open, should you change your mind or not?
Yeah, but I think we're going back. We'll be back in the 1950s in any minute now. Lee Barrett says belly chicken curry bench 116 ICM Roman Centurion. Interesting.
Tim Young says belly chicken Kievs with mash and roast Brussels.
Oh yes.
Bench a pair of 144 MiG 21 MFN in check scheme, and just finished my Mancurian Air Force KI 21 Sally.
I didn't know they had an Air Force in Manchester at all.
Hey, no, hey, yeah, we just don't. They don't work.
It's rubbish. Someone's nicked all the wheels from it as well.
Yeah, it's the Scout. Yes, that's the Scousers come along and nicked all our wheels. We stole all the jet engines, but then the Scousers nicked all our wheels. Let's have a look. Steve131 says belly chicken and bacon breast and veg bench Tamiya T55 in 135.
Brian Windmill, belly bacon sandwich. Best thing ever. Bacon sandwiches. Even vegetarians like bacon sandwiches.
No, but Ted, you know what's better than a bacon sandwich? A bacon sandwich with more bacon on it.
You're going to get confused now because we have a bacon roll, but you won't call it a roll up north. You call it something stupid.
That's a bacon balm.
See?
Bacon bun.
No, we don't say bun, Ted. You don't say bun. You say balm or bap. That's the weird thing, though. This is the weird thing. We would say if we have like if I say I want like beef salad on a bap, but we then call it a bacon bar, we call it a beef salad balm. We use both words.
That's just silly. You should use one word, and it should be the right word, which is bun.
It is a bap. No, bun, because bun's got currants in it and stuff.
No, that currant bun has got.
yeah, that's a currant bun. Yeah, but you can have a bacon bun. Yeah,
no.
Shop and it's written on the wall. It
says bacon balm.
Yeah,
it's a bacon roll probably. It's a roll.
Chip balm.
Bacon roll would be the thing to do. People in chat, what would you call a round thing made of bread that you put bacon in? Tell Foxx it's a bacon roll.
A roll is what you put a sausage in for a hot dog.
If you went into my local chippy and said, "Can I have a chip bun?" they'd be like, "Get out."
No, it'd be a chip butty. That's different.
It'd be a chip. Chip butty is 2 slices of bread. Chip
balm. A roll.
Chip balm is chips on a balm cake.
Balm is not a word that we use around here at all. Apart from
is a word that you should use around
you're
there.
balmy. That would ever be used. You can say
use
you're
that
balmy,
word.
but that doesn't mean that you look like a roll.
But then you get the real crazy weirdos like from Bolton and Bury that call them oven bottoms. It's like, I'm not going into a shop and asking for a chip oven bottom because that's just stupid.
See, Joe Williams says we have bacon rolls. There's someone who knows what they have.
Nonsense. Graham McRoberts says belly Chinese style banquet rice with I'll read that again. With char siu pork, chicken, vegetables, and omelette. Bench a Challenger 1 tank. He's got the balance of food information and model information right there because we don't really care about the bench bit. Not really.
Yeah. Now Dan Kramer says belly Panda Express honey sesame chicken. Is Panda Express, is that like a takeaway? Is that
Chinese
like
takeaway.
McDonald's or something?
I can only think of Panda Pops are them cheap drinks.
Panda Pops are the rich man's versions of roller colas.
I don't know them. We obviously didn't get quite that cheap.
Roller colas are the poor man's version of Panda Pops.
Let's see. I can see.
Bet Sprue Addict says bench a full resin cockpit for a 109. Belly nothing yet. Super glue on fingers. Dope.
Oh yeah, yeah. Super glue. Yeah. Super. You'll find that through your journey through the model making world, you'll glue your fingers together many times. Glue your super glue to the bench many times as well. Yeah, it's even better when you glue the super glue to the bench live on camera. It's really good. Yeah,
you lift the bottle up and the entire cutting mat comes with it.
For the comic effect.
I have to say, about a year ago from eModels, I ordered some various super glues and some zip kicker and a bottle of super glue debonder. As yet, I haven't had opportunity to use the debonder on anything except my own hands. It's rather bizarre. Isn't it? It's like, hang on. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's only ever seen use on my fingers.
I have drifted down the bottom of the chat, and I'm coming to the bread situation. Felice says butty. Killer Chief says butty. Lee Roberts says bacon cob. Athel says bacon bap.
Cob.
Brian says it's a bacon roll when I'm down south with my folks, but in Nottingham I have it called a bacon cob.
No,
if I was pushed, I would accept bacon roll.
Bacon roll. Yeah,
I'd accept bacon roll.
Lord High Bobbin says bap.
Brian Windmill says bap as well.
Spruglu says butty.
Definitely butty. Yeah, it's definitely a butty. It has
no,
to be.
butty's 2 slices of bread. Butty is on sliced bread.
Would be in a butty, but not no.
Yeah, butty means a sandwich with 2 slices of bread, not a roll or a bap or a balm.
Gemma says we have bacon rolls. Yeah, but
that's correct.
Yeah, but a roll is what you put a hot dog in. That's a roll.
No, that's a bun. Hot dog roll. That's different.
That's a hot dog bun. Actually, it's a hot dog. It's a hot dog bun or a finger roll, but it's not a roll.
It is. We've got butties, roll, cob, buns for feeding elephants. Did you ever see an elephant eating a bap?
I read the Beano for many years and not once did I ever hear them refer to a bap.
Speed says bacon sandwich with the bread replaced with bacon. Yeah, but then you
I've got to say, a lot of people are saying bap. I feel very northern and happy about this.
A lot of people are saying roll as well. Mayhem Modelwork says bacon roll, damn it.
No, nobody said roll.
Sprugler says rolls for posh people. Is that a thing? Is it?
Yeah, like if you have a posh hotel breakfast where you get your little thing of marmalade and your continental la-di-da nonsense, and you get a little thing of rolls, bread rolls. I would accept roll, but although bread rolls tend to be crusty, like you get with a hot meal, you get a roll that you can.
You can have bacon in a crusty roll. That works.
Yeah, I'd accept bread roll at a pinch, but it's going to be bacon bap, bacon balm, bacon bap.
Bread cake, bacon roll, bap, bacon butty, roll with bacon, balm. Oh, that was Nevbo said balm.
Balm.
Chip cob, bap, bread cake, bap. A banjo, as one of our presenters could explain, says Felice.
Yeah, banjo, because you like that.
Anyone want to demonstrate a banjo? Yeah. That's only if you put egg in it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only if you make a big, massive butty with eggs.
Here comes an egg banjo then. Bacon egg banjo.
Also known as a George Formby. There's a place around here that does a George Formby special. It's basically a big like English breakfast thing with like sausage and bacon, but it's got like 5 eggs in it, and it's called the George Formby because when you bite it, it's and you're like that. Oh, so it's like when I'm cleaning windows. Never mind, it's a northern joke.
Oven bottom muffins is Rigging Pig. Yeah, there you go.
Emma Jane Young says
oven bottom.
Emma Jane Young says I was a vegan for a long time.
Of an oven, is it? Oh, I don't know.
What?
Why is it called an oven bottom?
Because people from that part of the world are weird. only people from like Bury and Bolton say that, and we don't talk to them. Emma Jane, no, or is it more like Derby? It might be more Derby. Emma Jane Young says I was a vegan for a long time, and I had to start eating meat for health stuff. I like the idea of you have to eat meat. A bacon sandwich was the first meat I ate. It blew my mind. If you're gonna eat meat for the first time, then starting with bacon is just you're not going to get better than that, basically.
Well, then again, that's not necessarily a good thing because it's sort of downhill from there. You start off with something like spam, And then everything.
No,
eat is
because then
better
if
and
you
better
started
and
with
better and better
spam,
and better.
if you started with spam, you go back to being a vegan. Just
Yeah, but for health reasons, you're not allowed. So.
Yeah, I don't even think sausage butties come on a par with bacon butties.
no.
No, they
But
do.
that's the way.
They do work, but not as
But
good
it's
as bacon.
the weird thing is though that bacon's one of those rare meats that if you cook it for a little longer, it tastes completely different. Like if you get a thick slice of bacon and you cook it so it's like not crispy, because I like my bacon not particularly crispy, just nicely cooked.
Yeah.
It has a certain flavour. But if you let it cook a bit longer and it goes crispy, it tastes totally different. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the other question: smoked or unsmoked bacon?
Yes,
Smoked.
all.
Or whatever's offered. Yeah.
Yeah. Mayhem Model Works. Belly is roast chicken with honey roasted carrots, parsnips, and roast potatoes.
Ooh,
And Phil Lewis says, due to tooth problems, Belly was cauliflower cheese, soft and easy. Been there. Disappointed not to have haggis tonight. Yes, I had to, when I had a couple of teeth out last summer, I had to eat the soft things for a while. It was like,
Yeah, well, you can save the haggis for another night.
yeah.
Haggis butties. Yeah, that's another one. Haggis, you can have haggis on a butty. Bacon butty. The correct method is bread product, butter, bacon, more bacon,
Yes.
more bacon,
Yes.
egg with
Yes.
runny yolk. Have you
Yes.
done that one?
Yes. No, I'm just saying yes to all these options.
Oh, right. Runny yolk, brown
Yes.
sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another concept. Red or brown sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bread product and butter.
See,
The
I
red or
would have
brown
originally.
sauce question is easily answered by having two and have one with each.
Yeah, that's true. See, I would have said in my youth, I would have said tomato sauce, red sauce. Now I'm older, I'd say some sort of chili sauce.
No.
Not hot chili sauce. I like.
It has to be brown sauce. Bacon is particularly shaped to accept brown sauce in all its troughs.
Is it like a key in a lock? Is it like that? I don't like brown sauce though. But I like. I don't mean a hot chili sauce. I mean like a mild but flavoursome chili sauce.
No, we're not having that. You Mancunians, you're a strange lot. Just because you. Yeah.
Hey, we're not that-
Carl making models says evening all bacon softy up here in Tayside. Bacon softy. I've not heard
That's
of a
ice
softy.
cream. Softy's kind of ice cream. Not that I'm saying I wouldn't have bacon ice cream. I'll tell you what I did have once. My friend bought me for my birthday one year. I got a lot of bacon themed items. I don't know why. And one of the things I got was a big massive jar of Baconaise. Just bacon flavored mayonnaise. It was the best thing ever.
What? Yeah, I also remember some crisps that were bacon flavored. They looked like slices of bacon, two different colors on them, but they were horrible. You'd eat them. They taste like bacon, but then you taste them all day. Yeah,
I see no
That's a
problem.
bad thing. Why?
I don't see a problem with tasting
wasn't
bacon
right.
all day. Yeah, but Ted, you're supposed to eat them after like 12 pints. So
I think it was Sizzlers or something they called them. I can't remember the name. They were like a little crisp. But
Frazzles is probably the word.
Frazzles, that's them.
Yeah, Frazzles have been around forever. Frazzles great, but the Frazzles are like Monster Munch in that if you eat too many, you get that kind of burnt on the top of your mouth.
Yeah.
Not from actual chemical burns, there might be, but you like when you burn your mouth and you get that sort of.
Yeah, because
you
they
eat
got like
lots-
sharp little poppy bubbling things and
And I sat and ate like 5 packs of Monster Munch one day. And my mouth was red raw for about a week, and I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Or if you eat the pickled onion Monster Munch, your fingers and hands just smell of pickled onions for days. Yeah.
Paul Lyons says to Emma Jane Young, I had a mate who was a veggie for about 10 years, and then I got him very drunk, and the following morning, the only thing he could stomach and face was a bacon sarnie. With friends like these, you know what I mean?
Sprue Blue says, I feel sorry for you Americans not knowing what real bacon and chocolate is.
I know.
Real bacon. Bacon's the same in America.
Yeah, but they don't know real chocolate though. Killer Chief says that I'm wrong, but I don't know about what. Probably everything. I'm usually
You're wrong about most things, yeah, that's fine.
We'll make up for when teeth or gums are better, says Phil Lewis. Yes.
Phil Lewis says, has anybody tried a mix of Heinz tomato sauce and HP sauce on the same bacon sandwich?
That's like mixing tea and coffee in the same cup.
Yeah, his life has been transformed, he says.
I'll tell you what I tried once.
Or a bad way.
I'll tell you what I tried once that I thought was actually quite pleasant was Nutella and Marmite.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Stop
I did.
saying things
Honestly,
like
I did. I know Paul tried it and he thought it was horrible. I actually tried it and it was quite nice.
Mm.
Donald McKenzie says bacon with red sauce and cheese. I don't know about adding cheese. Someone else is adding cheese to something.
I don't know.
And
Cheese
I'm
bacon
not
though.
sure.
Cheese and bacon. Cheese and bacon.
Everyone's saying frazzles. Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the 70s, you had rancheros, bacon flavored snacks, says Peter Rogers.
Athel says a softie is a roll with white flour on top.
Oh, that's a yeah.
That'll just be a barmer, but we wouldn't make the distinction here. It'd be a whatever we call one without the flour on it.
Dave Cardboard recommends bacon naan as a bacon high point.
Ooh, bacon naan.
Bacon naan. And Paul Lyons says a couple of years ago, Sainsbury's did bacon jam. Never tried it, but like the idea of it. Yeah, bacon jam.
Yeah, Mayhem says his hangover beater is 4 slices of bacon, 2 sausages, or 4 if it's links, potato scone times 2, fried eggs times 2 in a roll, bap / cob / whatever. Ted's having issues with strings.
Sorry, what? Yeah.
Is it? No?
You were flailing then, Ted.
Yeah, I had the earphone that was going down the back, but it was just getting in the way, so I've moved it around the front.
You need a little clip of some sort to hold it onto the...
Back in the 70s, you had rancheros, bacon-flavoured snacks.
I read that.
I seem to remember the name, but I can't remember the product.
You might remember it from when I said it like 2 minutes ago.
Did you? That must be
No, it was
EC
before that.
Idaho says, what is brown sauce? How do you
good
explain
question.
brown sauce?
Because he's not in the UK.
it's sauce.
It just
brown.
is.
It's like imagine ketchup but brown. That's not what I wanted to say actually. Imagine
No,
ketchup,
no,
but it's
Ketchup is far smoother than brown sauce.
yeah, it's like
brown sauce has got a bite to it, and it's sort of vegetable-y.
yeah, it's like ketchup, but it's got lots of spices in it. So it's more of a savoury flavour than ketchup. It's less vinegary and more savoury. It's also known as HP sauce or Daddy's sauce, 2 brand names of it. So you might, if because he's in the US, so you might see it as, if you ever see it as HP sauce or Daddy's sauce, that's also what it's called.
Yeah, I think the two are quite different. HP is the original one that's got the picture of the Palace of Westminster on it. Westminster.
Yeah, I know, but brown sauce is just a generic name for either of those, so isn't it? It's just
yeah. But
I don't know anybody that calls ketchup red sauce. They just call it ketchup.
yeah, over here we just call it tomato sauce.
Yeah. Tomato sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, we're sat at the dinner table and somebody, can you fetch a tomato sauce through with you? You know,
Graham says to ECI how it's barbecue sauce with anchovies. If it's got anchovies in it, I should like it.
Daddy says nothing on HP, says Killer Chief.
Yeah. William Rayborn says there's a local place here called Licking Good Donuts where you can get a bacon maple donut. Oh, maple, yes.
But you're not allowed to lick them. That's probably a bad thing. Don't do that while you're in there.
Stuart Tucker describes HP sauce as spices and molasses. Dave Cardboard says, at my age, the only hangover cure that works is lying in a darkened room and not moving for lots of hours.
Saying never again.
How many hours? Lots of hours.
It's the same feeling you get when you come back, when you've recovered from your hangover and you have a look in your wallet and think that somehow, I never spent that much, I must have been robbed. Yeah, did I not get the change out of that 20 quid? I've got nothing in my wallet.
And then your next thought is, wait, this isn't my house. Where am I?
This isn't my wallet.
Wait, why is there a cow in my house? What?
Do I know you? Yeah, how did it get here?
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm in a different county?
Killer Chief says, fun fact, the Houses of Parliament get HP sauce for free.
Oh. Right. And I bet they claim for it. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know
Does that mean fathers get daddy's sauce for free?
No, I'd never have. No.
Pete Rogers says brown sauce, spicy or fruity. Yeah, you can get different ones now, can't you? You get fruity sauce. No.
We did get some barbecue barbecue HP, I think it was. It was
Yeah,
foul.
HP do a couple of barbecue. There's a sticky barbecue and a sweet barbecue, which are both quite nice.
The one thing I did find
Brown sauce as well.
a couple of months ago, which I recommend people do not try because it's an abomination and heretical, was Branston smooth.
Yeah, why would you
And
know?
Because we ordered some stuff and I ordered some in the shop and I was like, I've got some Branston. Oh wait, it's what? There's nothing in it. It's just this. Well, that's nonsense.
It is easier to spread into a sandwich or something, but it's
But
not
it's missing
right.
all the things that make it Branston. That's
Well,
like Piccadilly smooth. You wouldn't have it. There's no cabbage in there, or cauliflower. You'd be no.
Yeah, that's where Branston, the thick Branston, comes in quite nice because you put it on your ham and cheese butty, and you can crunch on all big bits because the big bits come as a bit of a surprise, don't they? You know, as you're munching through, you get your ham, you get your cheese, you get your bread, and then crunch. Oh, that was quite nice. Yeah, so a bit of surprise. There's a bit of cabbage or something that you crunch down on. Yes.
I tell you what does go nicely with bacon that a lot of people won't have ever tried is Piccadilly. Oh,
No, I don't like it.
Oh
No,
yeah, I love Piccadilly.
If you like Piccadilly, try it on a bacon sandwich. Ooh, it's nice.
Yeah, we quite often, instead of having like a cooked tea or something, we'll just sit down with a big tray of cheese, different cheeses from all around the regions, lots of crackers, some fruit, some Piccadilly, and yeah, we just go for it and just sit in front of the telly, cheese and pickle, fruit. Yeah, gorgeous.
What Ted's not saying is he also has lots of guests and they all put their car keys in a little bowl and then
Easy Idaho says there's a local abomination called fry sauce here in Idaho. Mixes mayo and ketchup. It's horrible. Isn't that basically burger sauce over here, isn't it? That's what we call burger sauce.
yeah,
no,
yeah, I think so.
I think Heinz do something like that, don't they? There is one that's mixed up. Ketchup.
I've got a thing downstairs of burger sauce which just tastes exactly like Big Mac sauce. I think that's a Heinz. It's kind of pink coloured, but it tastes exactly like Big Mac sauce, which is quite pleasant. So.
Yeah, that's probably this version of Heinz. That's probably what they've done is trying to make the Big Mac sauce. But yeah, it's not very. I don't like it.
Spiddy Q8 says the best sauce ever is Henderson's relish. All Yorkshire people, please stand in appreciation. I do agree. Henderson's relish is very nice, but I don't consider it a sauce. In the same way, I don't consider like Worcestershire sauce actually a sauce because sauce needs to be thick. It's more like a relish.
It's not seasoning.
Yeah,
there's a blast from the past. Athol says Branston sauce is rubbish. Better off with pickled eggs. Do you remember going in the pubs and they used to have jars of pickled eggs behind the bar?
Yeah, every time I go to Tesco's in the before times, I used to go shopping and get all the stuff, and I come back with a jar of pickled eggs from Mama Foxx because she likes them.
Yeah, you can 2 pints of beer, pickled egg, please, and then fish it out and give it you a little napkin. Yeah, romantic us Northerners, aren't we?
I know. Killer Chief for no reason at all just says Yorkshire, which is correct, of course. Angus Allen says condiment time.
Yes. What?
Chocolate hobnob.
Chocolate hobnob.
Attention, please. Chocolate hobnobs in the room.
Moist.
You don't want moist hobnobs. No, that's just wrong.
Leave them in your coffee for half an hour. That's as much as they'll get. They'll just be moist. They won't crumble.
Paul Lyons says, I bet those pickled eggs have been there for years. Yeah, I bet they had.
Yeah, they probably would. They'd last forever because they're pickled. Yeah, but yeah, as I say, what us Northerners are romantic. Yeah, I bought you a pint and a pickled egg.
Mayhem is asking for our favourite bar snack. I would say, from my experience when I was a younger person, I would sit and have the beers of a Sunday session in the pub when I go to the pub at 11 in the morning with my mates, and then we'd be there till midnight. Oh, those were the days. Those were the days. We had the, what were they called? The little cheese and chive flavoured crinklings, they were called. Little KP crinkling, little round crisps. Like they weren't crisps, they were like little round things, like that thing, but they were crinkly and they had the cheese and we just wolf our way through.
Oh, I like little cheddars type things.
Yeah, like mini cheddars, but they were cheese and chive flavour.
Yeah,
they may have just been mini cheddars.
Yeah, I think another ones. Yeah, I think my favourite bar snack, bar nibble, was for pigs.
Pigs, just pigs.
Pig bits.
If they're a pig, please.
Pig bits.
Roast boar for Ted, please.
Foot cracklings. Oh yeah, foot cracklings. Well, we used to have.
I was never a pub person. I never used to go out to the pub and anything like that. But it'd just be a packet of salt and vinegar crisps or something probably. But it's not sort of, I never used to hang out there.
I think I just heard Mama Fox shout pork cracklings from downstairs. Pork cracklings! We used to have at the same time when we used to go to the pub with Errol down, because it was always Sunday was the pub day. 11 o'clock, sit down, sit there, get your beers in. Midnight, you go home. And there was also what we had the fish guy, who was this little tiny little wee fella who was about 2.5 foot tall, and he'd turn up at like 10:30 at night with this basket full of fish-based products, and it'd be things like little packs of cockles or mussels, alive out, or you'd have like fish sticks, crab sticks, and all little snacks and things that were based on fish. And I don't know who he worked for or where he came from, but he was there for years and years and years. So another tradition was we'd all sit there and we'd buy his entire stock of like fish sticks, and just like have like 5 packets each. And
Is that like fish fingers?
It's like pork. It's like crab sticks. It's like basically crab meat in a stick, and kind of pink. They're really nice. Individually
Jimmy
wrapped.
China actually mentions the men in the white coat with a basket, but they used to come in, didn't they? Jar of cockles, jar of mussels.
Yeah, he used to have the white coat. It must have been a national thing, because he was about 2 foot tall, and he was a bit like, you remember the guy from Ain't Half Up Mum, the little fat guy, little round tall guy with fat guy
lofty boy.
It was like him but smaller, and he didn't sing, but he sold fish things, and nobody knew his name, but everybody loved him because he came round and be like, "Hey, fish guy!" We'd all buy stuff because we were all sozzled by that point. We were all absolutely blasted. So.
Philly says, I love the idea of Ted sat alone in a pub with a pint of mild, just gnawing on a full pig. I can see him with it sitting on the table in front of him, just pulling off a trucker.
Rip a leg off. Yeah, that's it. I
used to love the shellfish when the local fishmonger came into the pub, says Pete Rogers. A pot of prawns and a pot of cockles on a Sunday night. Oh yeah. I'm really now pining for my youth when I used to go to the pub and just sit there for like hours and hours with mates with like as many pints of good beer.
You'd go to the pub, wouldn't you? And you'd just sit there. There'd be no telly, nothing going on in the background. We'd
have our little set table. We always had because they had it was like a little tiny pub, and it was a dive. But we had our little corner seats with the little table there, and we always sat in the same place. And there was no TV, no sports. There was a dartboard. There was all the tables. There was the walls were painted white, but they were basically just like fag smoke yellow because it hadn't been decorated in 30 years. And on the jukebox only ever played like very loud Led Zepp, because you didn't want to argue with the big hairy biker that had control of the jukebox, because we just didn't. So it just played Led Zeppelin.
I think we're going to stop this. Sprue Glue says, I miss the pub.
I know, I miss the pub.
Now. People are thinking I used to really go out and talk to people. So.
I miss those days when I think as soon as we can go back out again, I'm going to get in touch with my mates and say, right, we need to go to the pub on a Sunday and just stay there all day. Please, just for one day. I've not had a session like 20 years.
You can't do it on a Sunday. You're busy on a Sunday afternoon now.
I would cancel Warhammer Sunday just purely for that.
Yeah, Warhammer Sunday live from the King's Arms, Macclesfield.
Although he's been there for 4 hours already, so
yeah. On this week's show, let's get messy.
I'm going to find this.
Be honest. Hello, I'm live.
Oh, it's gone a bit wrong.
Yeah.
I love you.
It might go a bit wrong.
Oh dear. Phil Lewis says, oddly enough, crab sticks have never been nowhere near a crab. They're made from starch and pulverized white fish. Doesn't stop them tasting great though.
That's the thing. We all knew it wasn't crab, but they just taste so nice. Yeah. They kind of taste like, to me, those like crab sticks. Anybody outside the UK won't know what the hell we're talking about. They taste like what I wish fish actually tasted like. Because I'm not a big fan of fish. Fish to me is a bit boring. And when I had my first ever lobster, I've only had lobster once, and when I had my first ever lobster, in my mind, I was expecting it to taste just like the crab sticks. And unfortunately, they put a lot of crappy sauce on it, so I couldn't taste it anyway. And I'm like, oh, I'm disappointed. But in my head, lobster tastes exactly like that. I must find out one day. But yeah, I wish fish tasted like that. I do it all the time.
Everything tastes good after a few pints. Even a kebab tastes good after a few pints. You probably never have one while you're sober. But,
Mind you, then again, we of the Sunday night, we'd sit there from like 11 in the morning, about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, we'd all go out. This big group of us would be like across the road to McDonald's, have like 12 cheeseburgers each, and back into the pub again, like the Keystone Cops moving en masse. And they, if I remember rightly, they were the best tasting food ever at that point because you were not particularly sober.
Yeah, expectation of food is something strange. It's like when you read a book or something and then they make a TV show of it and they never sound like they sound like in your head when you're reading the books, or when you hear someone on the radio and then you see them on the telly. It's like, you don't look like I imagined you'd look like.
Yeah.
It never fits. It's never exactly right.
It's like if I've got like beef mince in the frying pan and I add some onions to it, and you get that lovely beef and onion smell. That's just one of the best smells. It never tastes as good as it smells, though. You're like,
yeah,
I'm mildly disappointed
it's like
with that.
The smell of liver and onions, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
No, you can keep that as well. No.
I think it smells fantastic. You used to smell it. Oh, somebody's cooking liver and onions in the street. But I hated the stuff. I still can't.
Do you know what? I love liver and onions, but whenever we used to have it, like, it would always come with peas, and I'd be like, oh, I've ruined it. You've ruined it now. Peas with liver and onions. Oh, no. Lunchtime in the pub, a pint or a few with cheese and onion toasted sandwich. Then you would sit there wondering why your tongue is stinging. What is it about cheese and onion and beer that works? It does, doesn't it? Cheese and onion flavoured stuff and beer. It's a natural fit. It's like hand glove.
Yeah, apparently, I've never tried it, but beer is also good with chocolate.
Yes, it is. Actually, I remember. I can also confirm that chocolate beer is also quite nice.
No, I'm not a fan of these fancy things, especially when they come out around Christmas. Flavoured beers. No.
We have a Belgian bar near me, and I wasn't that keen on it because it was Ponzi beer that I didn't really like most of. It was too flowery and horrible. But we went there once, and they had this beer. One of them was called Santa Doesn't Exist, and it had a picture of a crying child on the front, which was fantastic. And the other one was some kind of Christmassy chocolatey one that just says contains chocolate nibs. And to this day, I've got no idea what chocolate nibs are, but it was really nice. It was very strong.
What people in chat live it.
Angus says beer is good with more beer.
This is true.
Yeah. Lamb's liver only. Other livers have too strong a flavour, says Phil. Deep fried sheep's brain, says Tim Young. Nah, yeah, I've heard of it, but not for me.
Yeah, I don't think I'll eat brains of anything anytime soon.
Yeah. Red wine is nice with dark chocolate, says Pete Rogers.
I do like a red wine, yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand wine. Jamie Shiner says, guys, have a baby sham, and I'm instantly transported back to being a kid in the 70s at Christmas. Because I was allowed...
bottle?
Yeah, a little. I was allowed a baby sham with my Christmas dinner when I was like, 7 or 8 years old. It's in the 70s. I just remembered the taste of baby sham now. It's there in my mind straight away.
It was Perry, wasn't it? Whatever Perry is. I think it's a type of cider, isn't it?
Perry's a pear cider, I think. I don't think it was pear cider. I don't think it was that. It might have been.
Yeah, but they had
they're only little bottles.
Yes, tiny bottles with them little sort of champagne-shaped glasses.
And it was like the logo was like a Pegasus with wings
sort of
and a
pony or something. Or...
Yeah, it was all silver and blue.
Little yellow deer, wasn't it?
Yeah, blue and stuff.
What's going on in chat? Faggots, says Mark Scopes, brains, faggots.
Brains faggots. I like brains faggots. Not brains faggots for ages.
Pubs need a bacon butty man. Well,
yes.
Any sort of mobile takeaway guy worth his salt would park his van outside the nightclubs and pubs.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of you would want some Rocky Mountain oysters. Oysters are quite nice, yeah. I don't mind oysters.
I don't think Rocky Mountain oysters are actually oysters, Ted.
All right.
I could be wrong, but I think that might be something else.
However, oysters are quite nice.
Tim Young says red wine pairs nicely with Sunday afternoon modelling.
I could see that, yeah.
I can't drink wine. Wine's horrible.
No.
Oh no.
Red wine doubly so. Yeah.
Yeah, some of it's quite nice. Some of it's a little bit too heavy, but sometimes a cold white wine is quite nice on a sunny afternoon. I'll making a long drink of it or something. A red wine is nice sometimes to pair it with a meal, but yeah.
White wine just tastes like thinners. It's horrible. I can't stand the stuff.
Pimm's and lemonade at Pimm's o'clock. Pimm's is a nice drink, a nice one. If you make it with all fruit as well, once you've drank the Pimm's, you can eat the fruit, and it's like sherbet.
Sherbet. Paul Line says, hang on, 3 models presenters, a load of us viewers. I call that Pimm's o'clock.
The IPMS show needs bacon butties. It's a legal requirement. Rocky Mountain oysters. Oh, those aren't oysters you think they are. Moo. Oh, yeah, I get you now.
Yeah. Yeah, when you said it, Ted, I'm like, yeah, they're not oysters, Ted. They're not.
Yeah, but I think I have had them.
Whoa.
In another form. I think they call them something else. Because, because
I'd stop digging now if I were you, Ted.
Yeah, in my youth, when my great grandma was around, I used to go to great grandma's on a Saturday afternoon, and we'd enjoy a dish of tripe.
Oh,
I've had tripe once. I don't remember much about it.
Yeah,
I was very young.
She used to do tripe and chitlin. Chitlin.
That's an American thing, isn't it?
Is it just not being able to say chicken properly?
No, it was chitlin.
Chitlin, that's an American thing. Chitlins. What is it? It's like offal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is another offal. I think it's from another part of the cow or something.
It sounds awful, I'll tell you that.
What else? Buffalo wings, sweetbreads. Yeah, they kill the shit out of us. Yeah, sweetbreads. I love white bait, delicious with sauce tartare.
That's what I had. I remember the other week when I was talking about my dad's funeral, where I was eating something and it had a face and it put me off, and that was white bait. It was like fried white bait in breadcrumbs, but you couldn't see it. But there was the whole white bait, so I took a bite. There was a face looking at me. I'm like, I'm not going to eat any more of those.
Yeah, pig's trotters. Have you had pig's trotters?
No.
Yeah, pig's trotters. But although I couldn't see the point of pig's trotters, because by the time you boiled them in the pan, they just turned to mush and there wasn't anything left of them.
I didn't grow up in black and white, Ted, so I've never had pig's trotters.
Tripe, chicken intestines. No, that might be chitlin. Tripe was from the stomach of a cow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the stomach lining of it. You're eating all the cilia. That's not the word.
That's also haggis, though, isn't it, basically?
The things in the stomach lining that do that, the wiggly bits. Yeah.
Chitlin's deep fried tripe. Could be it. Chitlin is the intestines of a cow. Chitlins, people are saying chitlins.
We started off talking about bacon and nice things, and now we've drifted all down to the horrible stuff. No.
I don't even know how this conversation has been fueling itself. Who started all this? Who mentioned bacon and started it all off?
Welcome to the pudding. Jamie Shannon says get some black pudding. You have to go to Bury for the black pudding.
Bury, proper Bury. I have to say, welcome to the eModels model shop show, where it's about from eModels, the UK's leading model selling shop, where we talk about food and beer.
Beer, yes.
Don't forget emodels.co.uk.
It's time to do some modelling things really now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Really. I just noticed the time. Yes, we're getting away with ourselves here.
Have I got to press some buttons?
We'll see what I can put my hands off the screen. So first of all, we need Foxx to do the terms and conditions.
Oh, flipping it! Can't you do it? Because I've got the. Oh,
don't press any buttons yet.
I nearly removed myself then, and I never did it all wrong and everything.
Right, you concentrate on the buttons, Foxx, and I'll tell them the terms and conditions.
Okay, are you ready for your thing as well? Yeah.
Right. Yes. Good. Yes. Right, everyone. It's that time again in the show when we have a look at what's in store. Each week, one of us, there's usually 4 of us, one of us will pick a number of items from the eModel store, and they will all have a tenuous, a link to each other. Sometimes tenuous.
Tenuous is a good word.
Yeah, sometimes not as tenuous. And it's your. Well, you know the rules. It's up to you to decide what the link is. And at the end of having a look at what's in store, you can tell us what you think it is, but not until I've said go. Not until I've said go, because if you answer in the chat, somebody else might pinch your answer, and you won't win anything because there's nothing to win. This week it's a big bag of nothing.
And if you do answer too early, then of course you'll end up getting the finger of shame.
Looking for the finger of shame.
Finger of the shame. Even Kajit knows the finger of shame.
Yes, finger of shit. Now this week it's my turn to choose the what's in store, and it is really easy
You
because
didn't actually share them with us, did you?
I didn't share them with you
No.
because
Okay.
yeah,
We guessed it without seeing them. Yeah.
yeah, because what it is, I've actually I haven't chosen anything. In fact, people can start guessing now before I show them and see. Yeah, have a guess what it might be this week. Just
Just told
quickly.
them not to until you come back.
Yeah, but yeah, well, they can have a little go quickly until I come back.
Don't forget, Ted started off the rules by saying, "You know the rules."
Oh, hang on. I think I've just shut the window.
He just shuts it
I
down.
don't
Ted,
know
why are you
where
doing?
we are. Yeah.
Ted does
You
the
know the rules.
introduction.
The rules
because-
don't apply this week.
Hang on, Ted did the introduction because I've got the buttons, and then Ted pressed the buttons.
Yeah.
Right. Right. It's a. Yeah. Right. Okay. There's one of
There you go.
Yeah. There's the chat, but I'll get rid of the chat. Minimize. So this week is a number of items from the eModels shop, and these were on the shelves before we went live. So if there's anything you do fancy, you see from a you see from what's in store, don't forget, slap it in your basket because it's not yours until you check it out.
Till you check out.
Yes.
I don't know what that was.
Not yours till your chicken shout. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
and we don't know
yeah.
how many. They might have one in stock. They might have a million of them in stock. So if you do want one, get it in, check it out, slap it in your basket. You forgot that, Ted.
I did. I said
He did that.
slap it in your basket.
Slap it in your
You didn't
basket.
hear him. He did that.
Yeah, I did. I did that, Fox. You
Did you?
That.
You know, you did that. It's not yours till you check it out.
Yes. I don't know.
I'm trying to do a slap it on, but my button's not working.
Yeah, the
Oh,
number of
dear.
items this week, and I bet somebody, yeah, you'll get this week. It's really easy because the first one is the AK Interactive Rally Set Snow Effects. Now, anybody that does rally cars, things like that, maybe want to do a little bit of a diagram because some of the best racing, as such, is often done in the winter when cars are slipping and sliding all over the place. In fact, my Mini this morning slid down a hill and I thought I was going to go into the park railings because I just couldn't do anything about it. It just there was sheet ice on the road this morning, so I got away without damaging the car, fortunately. Anyway,
Sometimes there's good ice, but today there was just sheet ice.
it was sheet ice. It was like marbles. Yeah, just downhill. Put the brakes on, and the sort of braking system came in, just wouldn't do anything. Just had to hold on and hope for the best. Anyway, AK Interactive Rally Set, Snow Set. This is the snow effects. I'm trying to read because I can't click on it and see what's in it. But obviously, one or two people have asked us in the past how they would do snow effects. And these are some of the paints that you can do it with. There is snow texture, acrylic, wet ground, acrylic splatter effects, and wet effects fluid enamels. So yeah, that's them. So you can do some snow effects on your rally cars if you're so inclined. Right, the next one is the Bandai Snow Speeder from Star Wars.
Ted knows all about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ted knows all about this. Off you go, Ted.
Yes, it's a Bandai Snow Speeder from Star Wars. Next item. Whatever it is.
It's Bandai. We've said it many times. If your image of snap fit kits is the kind of things like the little Revell kids kits and things like that, forget all that. If you think snap fit kits are for kids, get yourself a Bandai and learn what a push fit or snap fit kit can actually be like. Some of the best engineered kits you'll ever get are Bandai. Treat yourself.
Now, doesn't Revell have something to do with this, or do they
Nope.
not? No.
Revell distribute the Bandai Star Wars kits in the EU and UK, but it's a Bandai kit. It's just distributed by Revell. But yeah, if your experience of push fit kits is anything other than Bandai and you think they're for kids, think again, because some of the best models you'll ever make are Bandai kits.
So
Like the big Falcon I did, that was a Bandai kit, a push fit kit, and it was fantastic. So treat yourself.
Yeah, so there we are. That's a Bandai 148 Star Wars Snow Speeder, and I think I've seen one or two. Haven't one of you done this as a diorama? Who did this as a diorama?
I've got the tiny 144 one in a diorama, but not the big one.
I
I've
did
done
the
the big
140.
one, but
I did a 148 snow speeder, but that was the old Fine Molds glue kit many years ago.
All right, there we go then. There we go. So yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, see, I am putting these sort of things in just because they are. The next one is the Chevy Police Fan by ATM. Now then, I saw this and I saw the box art and it instantly popped into my mind the A-Team, that sort of era, and Columbo. But yeah, the box art does look sort of
So
19...
80s and 70s at the same time.
Yeah, 80s. Yeah, it says featuring authentic paddy wagon version. Paddy wagon, yeah. Plus options for rescue or stock vans. So
That'd be different decals, wouldn't it? Basically.
yeah, there'd be different decals, but I quite like it as the police fan.
Yeah. I quite like the way they've used the 1970s Starsky and Hutch style font, which kind of fits.
With that blue light that doesn't sort of rotate. It sort of, if you see them on Starsky and Hutch, they wobble, don't they? But yeah, over there they seem to have orange lights. But yeah, ATM, they are a fairly good kit manufacturer, as I've seen one or two kits of this built, but it's really an unusual subject.
This is probably a re-release of one of their older kits.
Yeah, retro deluxe.
It's got that look to it.
Yeah, they're re-releasing a lot of their old 1980s vehicle kits and a lot of the old classic 70s ones as well. So this will be a re. I don't think they retooled them. I think they just re-released them. Oh, they might be slightly retooled. But they're re-releasing a lot of the old things that have long since been out of print.
But it looks like it has been released because it's a retro deluxe. Special features, custom accessories, tires and wheels.
The tires and wheels are a special feature.
Yeah, they're not extras.
They are in some areas.
Exposed extra decal sheet with NYPD markings and vintage style packaging.
It's very similar to the way that the Italeri Transit van is a reissue of a 1980s, I think. I can't remember who it was now. It's somebody else's kit. It might be Revell from the 80s, I think. I'm talking rubbish. Italeri re-released it. So this is a re-release of one of their older kits. They're doing a lot of them lately. These are like car kits. Yeah. They're just bringing them back from the 80s and 70s and adding some bits to them to make them a bit more modern.
Yeah. What really caught my eye was, apart from being a police fan, was the box art. Very retro, isn't it? Quite nice box art, that. But
it's probably not retro. It's probably just old.
Yeah. So very Starsky and Hutch, NYPD type.
Definitely 18.
I've got the Starchy and Husk music in my head now.
Yeah.
Steady, copyright. Shh.
The ATM at 1/25th scale, so it's gonna be. Excuse me, it's gonna be quite big as well. 1/25th scale.
Ted. AMT.
Right, the next one is I don't know why I picked this because I can't say it. Is the ICM Polycarp World War II Soviet biplane
menu
winter version. There we are. It looks, it's an aeroplane on skis.
Get that mouse down from the menu, Ted.
There you go. There we are. It's even got some recommendations, some reviews on it. A good kit from ICM, says Sean Pilkington, recommended. William Nichol says an interesting and unusual kit. He did have a little issue with the skis attachment to the undercarriage, but I sorted it no problem. It makes a fine and unusual model. So there we are.
It is unusual, yeah. It was good.
So there we are. Two genuine reviews from two genuine customers.
Yeah, there's quite a few variants of the Polycarpov planes. There's loads of different versions of them, so there's quite a lot of kits around. But it's 13 quid and it's 1/48 scale. They are kind of small chunk planes.
Because it looks almost chibi, but not quite. But
almost.
It's screeched up.
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen some of these type of aircraft done up as aerobatic type things, but it must be flipping gold in that open cockpit flying around the Arctic.
But not if you're Russian, because Russian can take that.
Yeah, probably he's got his Russian hat on.
You got a huge engine just in front of you. That's throwing off a bit of
Yeah.
heat, I should think.
Yeah.
But yeah, 13 quid for a 148 scale biplane. I'd have that.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Yeah.
Nice big chunky kit. Bit of fun with that. Get some
Yeah.
extra turrets on it and we'll hammer it up. Done, no problem. Orc plane.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that was quite a nice plane. You can use all your silver metallic paints and things in that as well. So there we go. The next one is the Tamiya British Infantry Mark V Churchill tank. I've got one over there which I was going to fetch over and show you, but I
Say Mark 5
Mark 4.
7.
and 8, 7 as well, but I don't know. It's 4 and 7.
Oh no, it says 4 and
I don't know.
Yeah, the box says 4 and the
Is that why you said 5, just to sort of split the difference? Yeah.
yeah, split the difference. Yeah, it's either a Mark 4 or it's a Mark 7, but
Yeah,
it's got extras as well. Now, what the extras are, I'm not quite sure, but I do know that the kit that I have has got the milkman. It's got the farm cart with a guy giving the crew some milk and things. So whether they're the extras, but it doesn't show them. It just shows a crew on this one.
It could be the crew extras because they're not normally shown separately on the box front.
Yeah. I just wonder if these are mini art figures. If they are, it's well worth getting for the mini art figures. Yeah, a nice tank. Unusual tank is the British Churchill. And I'm trying to think why I put
You may remember that tank from such things as the Christmas build where I built one.
Yes.
Although it was
Not
not
quite
chibi.
the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Carwell doesn't answer a question. He says, "What happens if you take off in that plane and the snow melts before you need to land?" It was in Russia. The snow never melts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the snow comes to the aeroplane.
Is it me on that Churchill, right? Or does it look like the side skirts have shrunk?
Oh,
Is the way the skirts kind of
round
the way
there,
the skirts don't cover up the bottom wheels, and I'm used to my Bane blade, so looks like they've shrunk a little bit.
and the gap there.
Yeah, it's like somebody's wearing trousers that aren't quite long enough.
Yeah, for some reason, I thought the Churchill tank had completely enclosed tracks. At the front.
Not the Mark 7. No,
Not the Mark 4, Mark 7.
Mark 4-7. Yeah, no.
I would tell you some more about. Oh yeah, look, some more reviews. As described, good quality and quick delivery, says Alexander Mathis. Chris Strike says great model, good finish and detail. Yeah, there we go. So two more.
This could go horribly wrong if someone leaves a really bad review for something you picked.
Yeah, especially if I don't read them first. Yeah. But there we are. There's the Churchill Mark whatever. You decide what mark it is, but yeah, the Churchill tank. And the next one is some crew to go with the Churchill tank. The British crew in a winter uniform, mini art, brilliant figures. I've built some mini art figures to go with the Tamiya long range desert group, and they really are nicely molded, nice and sharp, nice and crisp. You can sort of get them to pose how you want, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 crew done in the winter. So if you wanted to do some winter camo on your Churchill tank, these are crew that you could add to it.
I just thought you said winter camel then.
Winter camel.
Winter camel.
Yeah, winter camels. Yeah.
Unassembled plastic model kit. The kit contains 46 parts. Box contains models of 5 figures. Yeah, so there we are. They all look at rest. So you can model your tank just in a nice little snowy diorama, just all sort of hanging around waiting for the next order to move forward. Brilliant. But yeah, nice painting. Nice to paint because
Paul Lyons does tell us that it has both marks, as they're both correct. Churchills were called British Infantry Mark IV tank, but it's the 7th mark of the Churchill.
Oh, right. No, you see, every day.
Well done, that man. Well done, that man.
Mm.
EC Idaho says always wanted to get the Tamiya Churchill kit. Flap it in your basket. I don't know why I pointed at the microphone when I said that.
Yeah, but do have a look. If that's not if this Churchill here isn't the one with the farmer and the handing up the glass of bottles of milk and things like that, where the farmer's trailer and things in it, have a look. There might be another version of this tank with extra crews and extra figures in it. So, but it's over there. It's miles away. And finally, I have to put one in because because of Foxx. Games Workshop.
G-dubs.
Yeah, Nighthorn, Miriam Banshees. Is that right?
Mermorn Banshees.
Myrmorn.
Myrmorn. I don't know how they're pronounced actually. Mermorn.
These look like an exercise in painting.
Ghosty types. Yep.
Yeah.
These will be great practice for working on your glazing techniques if you're a brush painter. These are part of I think they're part of the Nighthorn. So if you play your Warhammer Age of Sigmar, I think these are I'm not that familiar with Age of Sigmar, but I think these are Nighthorn dudes. But they're ghosty dudes
By the way,
anyway.
it says it in the title. I think that gives that away.
It does say Nighthorn, doesn't it? Yes, it's tiny on my. I've only got a little screen. So if you do play Age of Sigmar, and if you build up your Nighthorn army, you can add these beautiful little figures, and they're, as I say, they're great practice if you want to practice your glazing, because that's all what these are about. Because they're ghosty types, you want to get the nice blends from whites to the blues and things, whatever colours you're using. It's a great way to practice your glaze techniques. But yeah, as always, beautifully sculpted Games Workshop figures, absolutely brilliant. £10, what a steal!
So I was taking it that they were all sort of been icy and things like that, but am I wrong then?
They're ghosts. They're like dead ghosts.
Yeah, I thought they were like sort of ice maiden type things.
Icy, snowy, frosty types, yes.
Yeah, but it's going to be good if you can paint and give it that sort of frosty type detail. Somebody was asking me the other week how to do it, but I couldn't think how to replicate sort of ice and things like that. But
well, you get 10 points for putting G-dubs in there, Ted.
Yeah. Phil Lewis says, "You make me buy a Churchill." That's what it's all about.
This is correct.
Yeah. So we'll have a quick run through them again quickly. We've got AK Interactive Rally Snowfx. We've got Star Wars Snowspeeder. We've got the NYPD ATM police van, Chevy police van.
Oh no, it's the Bolus.
We've got the Russian Soviet biplane fighter.
I like the way you used all the other words apart from the one you can't say.
Yeah, we've got the Churchill Mark 7.
I don't see how that fits into the theme, but carry on.
I see how apart from one thing, I see how the theme works for all of it. And I think that one thing might have been a mistake on Ted's part, but we'll worry about that later.
Yeah, the last one could have been a mistake on my part.
I don't see where the Churchill fits in, but
yeah I do.
The British tank crew in a winter uniform, and finally the Games Workshop, the Night Haunt, Banshees.
Menu discipline.
I'll stop sharing if we could stop Foxx.
Leave it there because you'll have to come back and explain things to Foxx.
Yeah, don't do anything with it. I'll put it back in a minute.
Yeah. So there we are, and the time now is for you to win. The chance to win nothing is now. Go. Yeah, and it be really easy. Paul MD Marco is straight in with snow, winter, and white. Yeah, any of those would have been ideal for it.
And Stefan last gives us the reason that tank fits in.
Right.
Where does I can't see Stefan last comment?
Yep, it's just under Paul D. Tomasos.
That's not helping me.
The church. Chill.
Oh, chill. Wow, you've done a Chris on that one. I like that, Ted.
Yeah, and if you want to know where the police van fit in, it's POL.
Ice, isn't it? Yeah.
Ice. Oh,
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yep,
Yeah.
I like that.
I would have accepted any of those answers. I think everybody's that's answered has been right.
Everyone's a winner.
Yeah, Paul was the first one in. Snow, winter, white. I would have said winter, cold, snowy, wintry weather. Yeah, winter, crisp.
Handy hint for anyone out there who plays Death Corps of Krieg, by the way. The Churchill 135th tank is a brilliant substitute tank to use in your Death Corps forces if you haven't got all the tanks you want. The Churchills and things like that, and those sort of World War II clunky British tanks are great sort of counts as tanks if you're building up a Death Corps force. Just thought you'd let you know. If you haven't been to Forge World and got your Macarius Vanquishers and your Malcador Infernals and things like that, you get yourself a couple of Churchills, stick a Deathcore dude in the top, and say counts as or whatever. There you go, done.
So there we are. That's my what's in store, and I think this week everybody's a winner because it was so easy.
Yep. Stuart Tucker says that Churchill has those fenders included. The bits that you were talking about and not having, apparently they're in the box, they're just not on the box art.
The cover's on the front.
Yeah, I thought they were totally enclosed there. I think, but good. Yes. Now then,
Michael Jackman says Tamiya 135th Churchill, brilliant kit. Built my first one in '72, latest built 2012. Built 7 over the years.
Yeah, nice. as I say, there's one over there on the shelf. It's not actually mine; it's my son's, but I might get around to building it. I'll build it for him because he's got other things on the go at the moment. But that could be.
Well, tell him. You'll build it for him.
Of course, Ostrich. In case you didn't notice, Lord High Bobbin says Chris will need to raise the bar next time. Yes, my week next week. So yeah, I'll have to get in early and practice.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to Chris. Right. As we're rapidly running out of time. Do we have a thing for this week?
I think we do have a thing. Let me just make some preparations. There you go. I've made some preparations.
Yeah.
Yes, it's my thing. I have a thing. Do you want to see my thing?
Shall I make your thing public?
we have a thing.
It's the wrong. I've done the wrong thing. Hang on.
He's pushed the wrong button. He had the buttons. 1 week he has the buttons, and he's pressed the wrong. You have a chance to win tonight. Your very own Albatross. Not
Albatross.
You can have the plane. The Revel 172nd Albatross DIII. I think I can't quite. Is there 3 eyes there? Yes. Yes. DIII. I can tell you some more about it. It's the most versatile German fighter in World War II. Yes, early 1917. Detailed cockpit with seat, controlled lever, and instrument panel, detailed engine, 2 machine guns, decals for 2 versions, scope of delivery. I don't know what that is. What's the scope of delivery?
A scope? I think it means like I don't know. I assume it means like a targeting, like a weapon scope.
It's obviously badly translated, but yes.
Yes.
It's a plane. It's got stripes.
I don't know. I don't know if the decals are the wood effect is a decal, or if for once they've actually got a box art model painted with some talent. I don't know. It could be that one of the decals is the wood effect paneling for the fuselage. It wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise you.
It's more likely it's a decal than they've actually got someone with talent to paint for Ravel. So
yeah. So yes, that's what you could have won.
Looks like a nice kit. I like that.
So all you have to do is when this video becomes a actual video rather than a live stream, so give it 10 minutes, quarter of an hour after we finish, probably, depending on YouTube. They've been messing around lately. It might be tomorrow. But when it's a video and you can leave a comment on the video, not in the live chat, or you can leave a comment in the live chat, but it won't help. What should we make them leave? Albatross things.
Give us an interesting fact about birds. An interesting, hilarious, and not necessarily accurate fact about birds.
Yeah, just make
sounds like a plan.
Just make something up. Yeah.
Yes. I seem to have lost my video feed, so I'm assuming I'm still here and talking to you.
Yes, you're still there.
Anybody at the moment.
Can you hear us?
I can only see the Revel Albatross. So yeah.
Okay. Well, you are still with us.
I am still here, but yeah. There you go. That's what you got. That's what you could have won. So when it's a video, leave an amusing bird fact. Yeah. Not necessarily a true fact, but a bird fact nonetheless.
Yeah. Make sure it's amusing. And keep it family friendly, just on the off chance that we read them out next week.
Yes, next week we shall randomly pick one using a random comment picker, and you'll win yourself your very own Albatross.
Yep, Albatross.
Yeah.
Albatross.
That was a song by Fleetwood Mac, wasn't it?
It was a sketch by Monty Python as well. Albatross.
Anders Eriksson says, do we have any status update on the situation at eModels? Are they surviving under the pressure? Are things cooling down?
Assume at the moment they're still on fire.
Yeah.
So if you are placing orders, they are open for orders. The public counter is closed. The phone line is closed, so you can't call them. If you call them, you get an amusing message from me, I think, or there might be a serious message from me. I think I recorded one for them. Normally you might get like Arnie saying, "Why are you calling? I don't know why. Press this," but then that's me. But then at the moment there might be a serious. They literally do have a voicemail message that's Arnie. Yeah, I'd recorded it for them. But yes, yeah. So the phone line's closed, but they are taking obviously online orders. So if you want to order stuff, feel free, go for it. However, the email, when there's only a few of them in there, might only be James on his own. So if he's doing emails, he's not processing orders. If he's placing orders and doing orders, he's not doing emails. So unless it's something desperately urgent, try and avoid emailing them. So don't send a mail saying, "Hi, I forgot to add this thing to my order." Just place another order. They'll know to lump them together. However, do be aware when you place an order, as soon as they have picked all the items, that you may get an update saying your order's been processed. Here is your tracking number for the shipping. It doesn't mean it's been shipped. They may take a little longer to get between picking all the items and getting processed and collected by the couriers, because obviously there's a massive backlog at the minute. There's a lot of orders going through and they're massively understaffed because they're maintaining health and safety for COVID-19. So if you get a mail saying here is your tracking number, don't panic if that tracking number doesn't work or doesn't show anything happening. It may still be a delay between getting the tracking number and the guy actually collecting the parcel. It just means they've picked the order. Doesn't mean they've packed it yet. It's just putting it in the system. So do be patient. Do allow extra time for your order to arrive. It may take a bit extra than normal. It's taking a bit longer than they would prefer. They're known for their fast deliveries. Right now, there's like James and 1,000 orders a day, so he's doing his best. So do be nice. If you need to mail them, please just make sure it's an absolute necessity only, but do give him a little while to respond. He's not going to respond to your email within 24 hours because he may not get a chance. Give it a couple of days, but try and keep it to absolute emergencies only if you need to mail them. Don't mail them saying, "Hi, what's the best colour to paint my such and such tank?" because he's not going to answer those kind of mails right now. They've got to prioritise and triage them. So don't send those kind of emails.
Yeah, and it's not always eModels' fault either. There are deliveries with couriers and things like that that are being delayed. I think the Royal Mail are taking a hit, haven't they?
Yeah.
Where they've slowed the deliveries right down. So it may be the fact that it's been dispatched from eModels, but it's just stuck in the system somewhere.
Yeah.
It's stuck in a dispatch centre somewhere, and it's on its way to you. So yeah,
but there will be more delays
works
between
all
picking
well,
your order and giving it to the courier as well. Basically, everything is working behind a delay. Everybody's got staff off, but it may only be James and maybe one other person in the warehouse. Normally, there's a big team of them there, so it's going to take longer to pick your orders. Please don't send him mail saying, "Where's my order?" If you've had a tracking number, just keep checking it. It will eventually turn to shipping. He will ship all orders. If there is an issue with your order, he will mail you. So don't worry about it, but try not to send emails chasing up orders because he hasn't got time to do emails and pick all the orders.
Yeah. So good. Yeah, just give the guys time. As I say, Anders says it's a shout out. Hang in there, James. We know you do your best. Yeah, but it's not just James. It's the other guys as well. There's a few of them in there, but the place is such tightly packed, and it's all.
Well, at the moment, it's actually just James.
Yeah. Oh, right.
For safety. So literally, it's.
Yeah, I think he's got a bed upstairs now.
He even says when you send an email to them, you get the response saying, "Hi, it's just me here, and I'm actually also sleeping here as well." So, yeah. But I think most of our viewers know and understand that anyway. But it's just for anyone who's new and doesn't know them as well. Just be extra patient. Don't send chase emails and don't send general email inquiries for the time being. Just while everything's on fire. Eventually, they'll get back to normal. But right now, he can't do emails and orders at the same time. So.
So hopefully we'll be all back to normal sooner as we can. But anyway, I think that's all we can do for tonight. I think about time we wrapped it up because it's about time to go and have a lie down in a dark room.
Two things. First of all, I haven't fallen out of the stream yet. Have you noticed?
I did notice.
We'll finish now. We'll end up in the back room afterwards, and I'll just fall out straight away.
Yeah,
and
so
also,
I think what we can do in the future is allow Foxx to have the buttons all the time, and that way it doesn't fall off anymore.
Well, I have to ask the question of the viewers: how has it been? Has it been better than normal, the same as normal, or worse than normal quality-wise? How's it looked? How's it sounded?
Yeah, quality-wise, yeah.
No, I don't mean like quality of me pressing the buttons. I mean like the pictures and sound. Has it looked okay? Has it sounded okay? Has it been all right? Is the volume okay? How does it actually come out?
It's a bit late asking them that now. We finished.
Well, I know, but they've had the whole show to think about it. So do let us know. Put it in the comments. Well, not put it in the comments below because that's the thing. It looks great, says Killer Chief. Okay, cool.
We need a ranking. Is it better than mine or worse than mine?
Yeah.
Yeah,
As in, do you want Chris to go back to pressing the buttons most of the time?
Yeah, what you could do is you could wait till the video renders, then watch it back. But we don't do that.
No, it's don't do such nonsense, Edward. What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking? Top quality sound, pictures, and chat. 5 says Stuart Tucker. It's been good, says Paul Line. Sound and quality okay, says Anders. Cool, been fine. Yep, good.
Oh, I see a comment I like there.
Chris is the daddy, says Andrew Preston.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Nobody voted for Foxx. You notice that? Nobody voted for Foxx.
Yeah, top quality Foxx, says Phil Lewis.
10 out of 10. Good. We're glad you enjoyed it and glad we're doing things the right way. Yeah, we might not be very professional, but we do try to put out a quality product.
Yes. Might not.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave you all to it. But yes, go and enjoy the rest of your Burns night. And if you've got any left in that whiskey bottle, go finish it off. But thank you for joining us. We hope Colin will be back with us next week. Yep. And we wish him well. He's probably just having a lie down the night.
Let me just before you go, let me just double check my buttons are working.
Slap it on.
Yeah, buttons are working.
We have no way of knowing.
No, the only thing I can do is do the little thing of Ted saying "slap it on." That's what I can do to make sure they're working.
So anyway, good night, everybody. We'll see you all next week, same time, same place, same back channel. So good night. Thank you for joining us. Bye now.
Adios, amigos.
Bye.
Bye.